Libra-licious. How you doing, my cutie patootie looking over so yummy? You're gonna get napped tonight. So, dear Libra, welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot. In this reading, Libra, we're going to take a look at the no contact situation. We're going to see what happened in the past, current situation, their feelings, their potential actions towards you. Also, some messages of love and a final advice. And how is this no contact going to be broken? These are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. So thank you for your patience also. I know that, the air sign readings are being posted right now for individually, right? Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Those are separate from the all signs, no contact readings. Energies can change. Energies can switch. Please take whatever resonates. So Libra, let's see what's going on for you. And I'm going to see what is the main energy between you and this person also. So without any further ado, let's see what's happening. So the energy between you and this person is the Sun. Some of you are dealing with the Leo. And there is the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so could be a water sign, could be Sagittarius, okay, Aries, Virgo. Now, here is the thing. The energy between you and this person is on an energetic level. You seem to be quite detached and like you're not hyper focused over this person. Okay, you're focused on yourself. There is a lot of happiness surrounding you. I mean, yeah, there is no contact situation, but like you seem to be handling this entire process, in a very positive way, in a very positive outlook, because what you don't see coming here with the Wheel of Fortune, there's going to be a cycle that's going to be broken, okay, and a new cycle is going to start. We're going to see how that's happening. I don't want to jump too far ahead into the reading. I'm a fire sign, but yeah, there is a lot of happiness surrounding you, and maybe this person is also realizing something that they need to initiate, or maybe they're starting to feel quite nostalgic. Remember, we're getting into Mercury retrograde, and that is an indication of certain people resurfacing from the past as well. So without any further ado, in the recent past, let's just talk about the recent past real quick. There is the Ten of Wands, the Chariot, and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, the relationship with this person, having family. For some of you, maybe you were dealing with a person who thought that having children or marriage was a burden, okay? This person could be a traveler. They could be a business person traveling, going to different locations and places. The Chariot here. It became very difficult in the past between you and this person to really decide if you were on the same page when it came to deciding marriage, kids, settling down, and wanting to live under the same roof. In the present moment, you have the King of Swords. This is you. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, right? The Strength and the Five of Wands. Could be dealing with a Leo also, or someone who is a fire, has a lot of strong personality. Obviously, the Five of Wands here keeps showing up in your no contact readings. There has been some sort of a misunderstanding, miscommunication. This shows fights, arguments, conflict that has taken place. And I see you here being actually in a very strong position, right? In a very strong position to be able to really handle this situation in a very mature way, in a way that actually allows you to bring conflict resolution. There is also the Five of Swords. Remember that in tarot, my cutie patootie. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, they always indicate conflict, argument, misunderstanding. So in the near future, this person's actions towards you, I feel like that they're going to also, from their end, they're also going to want to bring resolution to this situation. And there is going to be this whole cycle of silence is going to be broken. Okay, it's going to be broken. And we're going to find out to see how this is going to happen. Let's get into the energy between you and this person. And yes, there is a lot of success stories on the channel. Some of you have already shared that with me. Thank you so much. Okay, detach. So let's talk about the Sun here, the energy between you and this person. It looks like you're doing your own thing. They're doing their own thing. But I feel like I'm picking up on an energy. You're dealing with someone who is also fighting internal battles. This is your person's energy. Okay, they're fighting their inner battles, whatever they're struggling with. Now, the Sun here is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Despite the fact that, there is a lot of obstacles into the way. There's two kings, one queen, maybe there is two people fighting. There's another person fighting for your person. Take it as it resonates. I feel like that there is possibly, for some of you, could be other factors involved into this situation. Doesn't have to be a person, right? Could be someone here is choosing career, someone here is choosing to distance themselves for various reasons, and that has become in the way of you and this person basically being in no contact. However, at the end of the day, what actually ends up happening is that I just remembered one of the Libras. She likes the Ace of Wands. We haven't seen the Ace of Wands yet. That's fine. The Ace of Wands is always going to be there. Don't worry, cutie patootie. I mean, there is the King of Wands. King of Wands is pretty sturdy, very handsome. Anyways, so here's the thing. In the present moment, the energy between you and this person, there is a desire here to, first of all, with the emotions, somebody here is really, really feeling in their emotions. There is a desire for bringing things into this reality, manifestation. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. This is air and earth, right? Our thoughts become reality. I feel like that you are maybe manifesting it because as a King of Swords, as an air sign, you have a very strong mindset, very strong mind. You think in a very different way, in a very deeper way. And the King of Pentacles, you're trying to really disconnect from this 3D reality and you're aiming to create and manifest this situation, the result of this relationship through 4D, 5D, which is your mind. You have an advantage. That's really great for you. You want stability. You're not that you're trying, but you're aiming to really change these circumstances in your mind first, rather than just focusing onto the 3D. I don't know why I got that download, but that's what I'm literally getting right now. I don't know. I hope this makes sense, right? From a manifestation viewpoint. I don't know why I just got that, but maybe that's why you're so happy. The Sun card is the happiest card in tarot. Maybe that's why you're like, you know what? It's going to happen anyways. It's going to happen anyways. Like, why am I even worrying about? What am I even worrying about here, right? 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the 10 of Wands. I'm just going to clarify real quick with 3 cards this past, and then we're going to move on to the present moment. Clarified by the World card, the Death card, and the 5 of Cups. Scorpiana energy. There's also the Empress. Like I said, somebody here had a hard time deciding if they wanted to commit with you, right? Remember when I was saying Libralicious? A decision here that was very heavy for this person to make, because maybe they didn't want to get pregnant, maybe they didn't want to get you pregnant, whatever, like having children and things like that. In the recent past, I am strongly getting here with the World, the Death card, and the 5 of Cups. This is an indicator of actually something here coming to an end, something basically ending, right? The Death card, the World card, those are 2 major arcana cards, and they indicate an ending, painful ending. Maybe there was on and off, hot and cold for some of you, but I think it came very abruptly. A cycle came to an end. And eventually, maybe because also this person likes to move around, maybe this person moved somewhere else or relocated for some of you, or they were traveling. However, let's talk about you in the present moment real quick. King of Swords. Let's talk about Libras. So in the present moment, you're doing a lot of inner work. You're healing yourself from, the abandonment wounds and things like that. There is a lot of, with the 10 of Wands, inner baggages, things from the past, trauma and things like that are letting go and releasing. And you're no longer settling for breadcrumbs. You're raising the bar, you're raising your standards. Okay, you're no longer going to be settling for breadcrumbing, no longer going to be settling for, somebody who is being dishonest with you. You're a very honest sign, Libra, Justina. That's why you have the scales. You're about peace. You're about harmony, equality. So there is there is this energy about you, Libra, I've been feeling recently. You're like taking a step back. You're zooming out from everything around you, and you're like watching your thoughts. You are telling yourself, hold on, why am I thinking these thoughts? Why am I feeling this way? Why do I keep perpetuating the same story? Is there anything that I need to look within myself? Now, the person on your mind with the strength card, like strong Leo energy here, right? The strength card here. So the strength card here is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Moon, and the Knight of Wands. You still kind of go back and forth when it comes to this person. Number 8, by the way, could have a very significant meaning for you, dear Libra. You still go back and forth. You still reminisce if this is somebody that you really should wait for, or what do you do with this person, right? Two of Swords here is talking about kind of going in your mind internally. Should you really even wait for this person? You're asking yourself, how is this no contact situation going to be broken? Five of Wands. There is an unfinished business. There is an unfinished conversation that has taken place between you and this person, which we're going to talk about now. Five of Wands. Let's talk about that. Five of Wands. This unfinished business here, actually, with the Page of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles, was really literally all about stability, family. Okay, there was not enough clarity. And like I said, the Five of Wands, shows people fighting, arguing, conflict, possibly cultural differences or some sort of differences in opinions and approaches. Now, here's the thing. You and this person were not on the same page with family, with marriage. I think you're having some sort of light bulb moments. Maybe you're realizing that you could have possibly rushed into overextending yourself and overcommitting yourself to this person at a time, okay? Because I feel like with the Four of Swords, you're realizing that, you know what, I should have kind of held myself back from initiating any sort of conversation in terms of marriage or family. Maybe you have dealt with somebody that also just came out of a divorce, or they were going through something very painful and excruciating, and you literally realize that, you know what, this person, now you're like, oh, this person was not in the right place for me to even ask them or initiate a conversation with marriage. And this person could have been avoidant and dismissive. And that's why there was also some sort of a clapback from this person's end, or argument, or maybe they just ghosted you by punishing you. Maybe you said something. There was a fight, argument that took place. Five of Swords is clarified by the Sun again, which is like, now this is your person, okay, about you, the energy. Again, the Sun is coming up, okay? My cards are always on point. Five of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Star. Just as much as you also deep down are wishing and hoping that things are going to work out with this person, they also carry the hope that hopefully with the Star card here is an indicator of hope, wish being fulfilled. That something here is finally going to come into fruition. They're desiring and hoping that you and this person are going to be able to overcome that conflict. They're having an internal dialogue. I can almost feel like this person having an argument with themselves, within themselves, about the way that things actually unfolded and happened within themselves. Could be an Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisceana, another fire sign, like I said, other fire sign. What is this person's actions towards you? King of Wands. King of Wands. Because I feel like this person is determined to come forward to you. King of Wands here is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Wands. And then there is the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. So whenever the Lovers showed up at the bottom of the deck in terms of their action, they are going to come around and the conversation is going to lead to relationship, love, romance. What's behind the Lovers? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Efforts, okay, being put into action to work things out. Like I said before, Libra, I remember your readings, okay? There is a lot of things that this person needs to heal. This person is somebody that they have a tendency to allure, to seduce, to come forward with a very determined energy, and then there is this dismissive behavior about them that they're going through. They need to heal themselves. Before you even get into a relationship with someone, you need to really see, have they healed themselves within themselves. One of the things that I see here that's going to actually propel this person forward to come towards you, King of Wands, is that they're going to walk away from somebody or something. And we're going to see what this is about. I haven't done this for any other sign yet, but I'm going to go and clarify. What is this person walking away from in order for them to be with you? Hold on. Knight of Pentacles. They could be walking away from something that they feel very stuck. Knight of Pentacles is the only knight and the only horse in tarot that actually is very stuck, not moving forward, not moving backwards. They're going to walk away from a situation, could be even a job, could be somebody here, but I'm getting it's more of a person, possibly an earth sign, that is not, that they're feeling very stuck with that person, okay? Emotionally stuck. Now, this person actually then is also going to be embarking onto a spiritual journey, inner healing journey, Six of Swords. Somebody here is going to start taking therapy, okay, get some sort of professional help. Three of Wands, this is talking about long distance relationship. Maybe also for some of you, this person could be into surfing, water, ocean, somebody who lives nearby the ocean. Wheel of Fortune, this cycle is getting broken, okay? Wheel of Fortune is an indicator of some sort of a cycle coming to an end. Clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. In this deck, honestly, the Ace of Wands is very different than the actual, natural, factual Ace of Wands, but that's fine. Your imagination is wild anyways. So the cycle that's going to end between you and this person with number 10 is actually, it's a culmination, it's an ending. That's it, right? Number 10 of Swords. This is talking about a situation here that's coming to an end, that's finally close enough. And I do strongly feel like here that you and this person have a very strong telepathic spiritual connection with each other, possibly a twin flame or soulmate type of thing, karmic. Now, everyone has free will. If you choose not to, you don't have to. But I do strongly feel like here that for many of you, you're going to be in this place of deciding what direction you want to move forward with this person, because there is a cycle that's going to be broken, and it's like there is an offer that's going to come towards your way. What is this offer about from this person? What is this person going to actually tell? Basically, this is good news, because the Wheel of Fortune is actually a very positive card. You can look it up and you can study this. But it's like okay, so here's the thing. When you want something so bad and then you just give up on it, you're like, whatever, I don't care. And then when it comes to you, you're like, whatever, I still got it. But it's like you're so nonchalant and not attached to the outcome. It's like you're almost getting in this place of detaching and being like, I don't want this anymore. And then that whole situation shifts and they present themselves to you, and then you're like, okay, whatever, let me decide. You're gonna have to decide. Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, Libra energy. Decide. What did I say? There's two perspectives, right? There's two sides of the story. Two of Pentacles, going back and forth and back and forth. Family. Is this somebody that you see truly yourself having family with? Unless this person, this no contact situation is going to be broken, everything is going to, things are going to change. And it's going to be broken for whoever it is going to be broken for. I can't promise this for every single person, but my cutie patootie. Knight of Swords here is talking about you're dealing with somebody who has a tendency to maybe run away from problems or run away from their internal struggles that they really truly need to deal with. So this is a question you're going to need to ask yourself. Has this person changed? Have they done the work within themselves for me to be with them? And if the message keeps coming up the same for you in this kind of no contact readings, then it means that there is a lesson here that needs to be learned. Why? Because so many times you have given yourself overextended into people that really you end up into the same. In Armenian, we have a saying. It's like you end up in the ditch again. You end up back into that in front of the same broken tub. I don't know how to translate it in Armenian. Broken tub. That doesn't make sense probably. Like it's the same situation. It's the same issue. So I'm saying changes. That's why I say cleaning it up. Sprinkle. Cleaning it up. Okay, and you have soulmates here at the bottom of the deck. So here's the thing, Libralicious. Let me get the relationship advice here for you. Hold on, I'm gonna get this relationship advice message, Libralicious. We're having the morning together today, this morning with air signs. Okay, and yes, I'm not gonna post for other signs and leave you guys out. So I'm saying I'm all inclusive. 21. What is the relationship advice for Libra in this specific case? 19, 21. Okay, so clean it up. Time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that the spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours, to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered. I think cucumber. Become. It's basically UNCUMBR, unencumbered, whatever, and your relationship will flourish. That's it. So it's basically cleaning up, okay? The baggages here that I was talking about, right? In the beginning, exactly. 2020 on the timer. There is this energy of heaviness coming from the past that needs to be dealt with. And that clearing up, you're doing a lot of internal work, which is telling me with the sun here as a main energy between you and this person or about yourself is there's a lot of satisfaction. Like you're still feeling detached and happy. And if you're doing your part and if this person does their part, then you are going to be able to come together. Because here's the thing. If you're here and your person is here, how is it going to match? So I'm saying, detaching and being an example and moving forward. So, dear Libra, thank you so much for being in here. This is what I had for you. I love you so, so much. My cutie patootie looking all this so yummy. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the compliments about the haircut also. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I love you so much. And I'll see you on the next one.